Hi there guys, it's Ross at FoodTravelMusicLove.com. Inspiration from the heart. This is one of our official review videos in conjunction with TripAdvisor. Today we went to the Catch Bar restaurant on the Hookers Fishing Lake in Thailand. This was a unique experience going there. I'm not someone who's particularly into fishing myself. I like the idea of doing it, not something I've ever tried to do. I like the idea of eating it. As a sport, etc., I make no other comment on that, but it's a beautiful setting there, as you can see. As always, we will start off with location and access. Hookers Fishing Lake shows up on Google Map, and it does show up on your Bolt app if you're using that, so taxi drivers will know how to get there on the basis that they'll put it into their app and they'll find their way there thanks to the technology world that we live in, so that's good. It's approximately around a half an hour drive outside Pattaya, and maybe around 20 minutes away from Bang Sarai. It's kind of on the way, then you turn off the main highway, and then it's around a 10 minutes drive off the highway. It's approximately between Khao Chi Chan and Hua Yai in the Bang Lamang area. There's a small ramp there, as you can see, just to access the main site from the small road that runs past it, the access road. The ramp to get up is quite small there, and then once you're on the site it's all very flat, bit gravelly in areas, but if you've got any mobility concerns I don't think there's going to be any issues if you want to come and visit this place. I can't comment on the lodges. We're doing this review purely on the restaurant itself, whilst mentioning Hookers as the fishing lake, as the surrounding there, but we're not commenting on the lodges, on the accommodation. We didn't get to go in those, they were all full up, which is a great sign. There is an upstairs kind of veranda, if you like, where you've got some beautiful views of the lake, as you can see there. Obviously if you want to access that, there isn't a lift there, there's just some stairs up to the side, so that might be an issue if you want to go up to the top floor. However, you can access the restaurant and the surrounding beautiful lake areas. You've got parking there for around 7 or 8 cars, plenty of spaces for motorbikes I'm sure, so that's not a problem. The side road, the access road, doesn't seem to be particularly busy, so I'm sure if they had a big group event there, then you could probably park a few cars out on there without any problems as well. Let's move on to facilities and services. We always do a quick check on Wi-Fi when we arrive anywhere. It's the world we live in. A lot of people like to know they can either do a little bit of work, chill out and watch Netflix. Ideally people will be sitting there chatting to one another, that's nice, but if you're there on your own you might just want to chill out and do whatever you want to do. Obviously if you've got kids there you might prefer them to actually be on a device now and again. I'll just stop arguing and have a look at some YouTube stuff, will you? I like the layout for seating. You can see there you've got 3 main seating areas. The upstairs area that I've mentioned, which has got some lovely views. It's got some big bean bags there you can see, which is nice to chill out on. That's really quite nice. Just sit and have a coffee, have a drink, and just watch people catching the biggest catch of the day and see what's going on out in the lake there. You've then got like an outdoor area attached to the restaurant, outdoor area which is directly kind of adjacent to the lake. It might even be sort of just actually over the lake. I'm not sure if the lake runs underneath that or not, but an outdoor seating area there as well. And then you've got the main restaurant area. So it looks like they can cater for quite a few covers in there, so there shouldn't be any problem if you want to just turn up and then see if you can get some nice food there. When looking at the advertising for it, it said that they had 1 air-conditioned room. I turned up there and it was actually really quite warm in the main room, and I realised that the aircon was off and they just had the doors open. That's absolutely fine. It's a setup of restaurant where you can open a few doors and have it open air and let the air breeze through. That's what I had there that day. There was a couple of doors that were open, so the nice Thai breeze was coming through. I say breeze. As I mentioned, I have no knowledge particularly of fishing. I just wait for the food to arrive on my plate when I'm in a restaurant, so I don't know what goes on at fishing lakes, etc. Sea fishing, river fishing, lake fishing, I don't know enough about that. However, they have obviously got fishing facilities there. That's Hookers Fishing Lake, so they have got fishing facilities there. You can get in contact with them and check that out. I'm not sure what their charges are, etc. for that. I didn't go into that because I was primarily focused really on the restaurant side of it. However, I can still comment on the aesthetics of the place that I'm at and what they're providing, even if I don't have the knowledge of it. So a couple of really nice lakes there. A little family one, as you can see there, that's kind of a bit more secluded, just sort of set to the side. A nice little family lake there with a few little huts where you can sit and do your fishing. And then they have got the lodges as well. So that's good. They've got accommodation on site. Again, not sure on the charges on that because we didn't get involved with that side of it, but you can get in contact with them if you want, or get in contact with us, and I'm sure we can try and sort out a little preferential rate if you've mentioned this video. So they do have accommodation there and the fishing facilities as well. They've got Thai staff there and English staff, so that sort of thing is often handy for people to know. They've got English staff there, English chef and Thai staff, so wherever you're coming from, I'm sure they'll be able to cater for you. Goes without saying, I suppose, but there's nice pleasant walk opportunities, probably about a 10-minute walk to gently stroll around the main lake, even diverted by the little family lake. A nice 10-minute walk and some nice photo opportunities there as well. Let's move on to my favourite bit, wherever I'm going, food and drink. They've got a very varied selection on the menu, drinks and food. They do breakfast as well. That's also for outside people who want to come in. The breakfasts are there, I think, primarily to cater for people who are staying in the lodges, but it's nice to know that there's a breakfast there. If you're happy to be driving past or you want to pop out early, they do breakfast there in the morning as well. I didn't check the breakfast, however, this is what I did check. Looks like the starter might be on the way. Right. Well, thank you. Wow, this looks a really nice plate of food. Okay, I am really looking forward to tapping into this. I haven't had scallops for a long time. I really like the surf and turf motif, you know. Oh my word. Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to get a little bit of sauce with it. Can't tell if it's like some kind of pea coulis. Really nice mushy peas. Oh. Got some cauliflower on them as well. Cauliflower, a few little crispy bits of bacon, and the scallop in one mouthful. Let's see. Amazing. For a starter as well, this is a fair sized portion for a starter. So value for money straight away is a tick. Even the bacon is perfectly cooked to complement the scallops. You could have bacon either too well done, underdone. Give me too well done over underdone any day. But to complement the texture of the scallops here, fantastic. Oh, wow. If out of the frying pan and into the fire is the right phrase. Here we go. Thank you. Here we go then. Wow, 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 what a feast we have here. This looks absolutely fantastic. Homemade burger sauce, I believe, with it. A little bit of coleslaw. Beautifully cooked chips. Fries, let's be technical about it. Beautifully cooked French fries. Already like the seasoning, they've got a lovely little seasoning to them. It might just be the oil, but there's a really nice bit of seasoning to that. Time to get to this burger. Is it possible to eat any burger with dignity? Let's see, let's see. Oh wow, that is fantastic. What a brilliant burger that is. You can shove your Big Macs and Whoppers. This is a proper burger. I'm loving these little dishes. These are great, these. Tiny little mini saucepans. Never seen that before. That's a lovely, lovely cut of beef. Really, really good quality meat, that. Good quality burger. Good quality food all over. You can tell, really, really good quality produce. Oh, just layers and layers in there. Absolutely wonderful. Really, really nice. Wow, the delights keep on coming. I am stuffed, but I am not going to leave any of this if I can help it. Danny's banana cake, this is called. So the chef's Danny here, fantastic chef. I can tell that by all the food I've had here. No doubt that the rest of the grub's really, really good as well. And this is a little homemade speciality. Let's see. Certainly cut through like it's really nice and moist. Oh man. Oh, that's superb. That really, really is nice. Sort of tantamount to carrot cake in style and presentation a little bit. Oh, fantastic. The ice cream's going down really, really well. It's a warm day. It's a stormy kind of day. Humid. The ice cream with this cake, that chocolate sauce is absolutely fantastic. I haven't had a dessert for a long time actually. Desserts aren't really my forte. This has been absolutely fantastic. This makes me not want to have another dessert ever again. Like the pinnacle of foods. Ah. As always, we have a look at value for money before we move on to the official rating. I can't stress enough the importance of value for money when considering any review and any rating. Anywhere that doesn't consider value for money, I think, is a bit of a shoddy review, shoddy rating. You have to consider value for money, you have to consider context, you have to consider the circumstances, the unique nature of any venue, any location. This for me was a unique place to be. It's not somewhere that I've gone to before. I'm sure what the overheads etc would be. The chef there was absolutely fantastic. As you can see there, the food that I had was absolutely fantastic. All things considered there, I think value for money, the prices that I paid were absolutely okay with me. They were okay with me, they were absolutely fine. The prices should be relevant to the overheads, to the produce. The produce was the most important thing there for me. You could tell that it was really, really good, locally sourced, wholesome, good, fresh produce. It goes without saying that the quality of the ingredients is obviously going to impact the quality of the finished product, and that's where value for money comes in, and that's where I think that this is a fair priced, value for money wise product. Let's move on to the official FoodTravelMusicLove.com rating. I had to think long and hard about this one. I did have to really consider the rating on this, as always with any of the others, taking into consideration everything. That's why we do the 3 sections. It's really hard for me to come up with any other rating for the experience I had other than a FoodTravelMusicLove.com official rating of 10 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic, 10 out of 10. That's equivalent to a TripAdvisor 5 stars. Well done. If I was going to add one caveat in there, one consideration where I was going to knock it down, it was the lack of air conditioning in the restaurant. It was, as you can see, the way my shirt looks and that there, I was quite hot in there. However, I can't knock a score there because I didn't ask for it to be turned on. So this is where things have always got to be fair, and I don't like hearing some other reviews. Even just when you read reviews on TripAdvisor, you think, well, there's something that you could have done about that. As a customer, as a consumer, whatever you are there, you could have potentially done something about that, and unless you tested that model, it's not fair to knock somewhere, and that's where we try and do a more professional review like that. with a little bit of quirkiness, as I'm sure you can tell the way I am. So I think that's only fair. So it's got to get a 10 from me. I had the opportunity of asking to turn the aircon on if I want, and I'm sure, because at one point I was possibly the only one in there because it was a very late lunch, they could have closed the doors and put the aircon on for me. So I didn't ask that. So therefore, I'm not knocking any scores there. It was a fantastic place. I do recommend you getting down there, check them out, look them up on Facebook, get in contact with us if you like. We'd like to help any way we can. Thank you very much for watching that, guys. We do hope you enjoyed that. We do have lots of other review videos for various attractions, restaurants, etc. across the world, especially over in Thailand, our second home. We always say that. Ross, FoodTravelMusicLove.com, inspiration from the heart. Thank you.